By the title, you know what I did, and I'm ashamed. I quickly want to point out this took me at least a month of leisurely playing, and I also managed to collect 1 million of Netherrack of all blocks before collecting a million of any other collection. So given the time and effort, liking the video and subscribing to the channel would make me very happy. Furthermore, this is probably a stretch. On one hand, I don't want to mine another piece of Netherrack, and on the other hand, I sort of need the clout. So for every 10,000 views on this video, I'll mine an extra 1,000,000 blocks of Netherrack. Have fun. I know for a fact a single piece of Netherrack will never be mined by me ever again. So with that out of the way, I'll stop bugging you and get on with the video. Enjoy. So I could have chosen any decent collection, like redstone or even jungle wood to get 1,000,000 in, but instead I chose the one that stops at 500. And at that point, you may be asking why. Because it's the most useless collection, of course. Also, when I started this, I thought no one would have sanely thought about spending nearly 200 hours mining the same red block until numbers on the screen tells them 1 million items in a video game has been achieved. That was until a friend of mine told me about the Great Netherrack War. And now I feel kind of ridiculous. But I'm still uploading this regardless because I don't want their effort going down the drain. So, unfortunately for me, enchanted Netherrack does not exist. Hypixel, please change that. Because of that, I had to fill up my inventory and then empty it every single time as a method. So I'll run down the maths quickly to blow your mind figuratively. 1 million blocks needs to be collected, right? Cool, well there's 36 available slots in my inventory. -2 because there's a never start menu and the pickaxe. Times that by 64 for how much is in the stack, and hey presto, we collect 2,176 every single time we want to fill up our inventory. Big brain time, we divide 1 million by that answer, and Bob's your uncle will end our journey on the 460th time filling our inventory. So simply by starting off with an efficiency 5 pickaxe, I ran around steadily increasing my inventory until it was full, and then emptied it. This whole process for about 2,000 blocks of the collection took me about 3.5 minutes. Now that wasn't going to cut it for me, and I was trying to think of ways to go faster. Faster, of course. Acquired farmer boots and do the same thing. That cut my timing by about half, and after the first week I was 100,000 into the collection. Increasing my speed further was showing to be another issue, because another issue of mine was internet speed. Thank you, Australia. But that can't be fixed, so I'm just stuck with the 200 speed while mining, unfortunately. After about 2 weeks or so, I hit the 250,000 mark, and by this point I was thinking, I'm only a quarter of the way, this will take me forever. And by this point I'd filled my inventory and emptied it a total of 110 times. So I did what any unmotivated person would do and took a week break. Within this time, I made my Maslow's hierarchy of needs video, and it gave me motivation to continue. Endless repetition was upon me until I made a major breakthrough. The mining sack. 20,160 items could be stored in one sack, and I was set for the rest of the expedition. The amount of times I had to fill my inventory had just been divided by 10. And this got me thinking even more. What if I was to make more sacks? So I made 7 because that's all I could fund at the current time, and it didn't work. For some reason it still showed up with 20,160, and I was disappointed. Not the fact that I wasted 1,000,000, but now I have 6 sacks that I can't even use. So feeling defeated, I put them in the sack of sacks to attempt to get my money back later, and I continued to mine. I mined and mined and mined, losing all perception of time until Netherrack went into my inventory. I opened up the sack, and holy moly, I collected 140,000 more. And I realised I managed to get even closer to the goal than I thought I would. And it was even more in reach than before. So I stuck by this method, and for certain it was my best thought out method so far. I had gone from collecting about 10 to 20,000 per hour to collecting about 50,000 per hour. It was quite disappointing. I was only able to figure this out around the halfway mark, but you learn something new every day, and if I was to progress further, it would definitely be sped up and not so painful. And this sort of goes down to the famous quote, "Believe you can and you're halfway there." Theodore Roosevelt. Once I got halfway, I was collecting way more than I was able to get to begin with. I was able to get 1,000,000 within the next week. And this journey wouldn't be complete without collecting the 1,000,000th block and displaying it on my island. It's like the old saying, the proof is in the pudding. Or maybe I misinterpreted the phrase. I'm not too sure, I'm just really hungry for cheesecake. Good stuff. I'll end the video here, and if you manage to reach the end of the video, then comment RIP Pigman, and I'll try and heart your comment. If you enjoyed this video, like and comment, and be sure to subscribe for more content. It's been your boy Pomegranate, and I'll catch you later.